Alright, this one's pretty highly requested, so we'll watch it. Pretty highly requested. Ding dong, react time. Yes, I know. This one's pretty highly requested, so we'll take a look at Xeno looking at some questions from the Q&A thread. Let's have a look.
Time to react. So I want to go over some questions. So this is the letter from the producer live, LXVIII, whatever fucking number that is. Please keep your questions as a reply. Please keep your questions short and simple. Please only ask one question. Oh, I guess it's one question per post. Holy shit. Of course you are allowed to post several replies. You should only be able to ask one question. Oh my, over 100 pages. 100 fucking pages. Are there any plans to add the radio theme from Glamour to the game as an orchestration role in the future? You know, if I wouldn't have been playing the story, I would have laughed at this question, but I think that's an okay question. Cryo, possible member for Trust Dungeons.
Ugh.
Okay. I like the trust system. Reaper and Sage had their job quest stories up to level 80. Since you mentioned level 80 quests were like the finale for all job stories, will we still get more in the expansion? I didn't pay attention to their story, so I don't know. Holy shit. With regards to job balance, this expansion and the buffs that have been implemented so far, is there any feedback from the forums that has been considered when it comes to any possible future adjustments? Or if net, holy shit, this is a good fucking question.
That question's not getting answered. Straight up, dude. That question's not getting answered. They don't answer questions like that. Ever. Like, great question.
Is it possible we may
get
more storage and display slots? Have there been any progress on revamping duty roulette? My friends felt the rewards from Alliance roulette can be tiered to the length difficulty type of Alliance Rage match 2. Okay, first off, motherfucker, no. You only get one of 3 roulettes in the Alliance. You either get the Labyrinth of the fucking Ancients, you either get Circus Tower, or you either get World of Darkness, okay? Those are the only fucking 3 you get. You don't get any other ones, because everybody takes off their fucking clothes.
True.
Okay, and hits the Q button. I can say this, that if they ever were to disable that, it would be...
honestly, like, to fix that, like, they should just make the latter ones give you more. Then people probably wouldn't do that so much. Like, the fix is for them to fucking scale it. But, like, people just don't want to be in Alliance for ages, man. Like, the 80 raids, like, I did Copied Factory recently on 2 characters, because I wanted the 2B pants. Don't ask why, alright? No questions, please. We already know the answer. But, like, both times, the runs took, like, 45 minutes, dude. No joke. Like, they took so fucking long. And, like, it's no fucking wonder that people don't want to spend 45 minutes in one roulette. Same reason I don't do MSQ. So, you know, they need to fix, like, the rewards if they want people to not just undress and do a fucking 12-minute Circus Tower.
Bullshit if Circus Tower roulette gave the same as, like, fucking Orbon Monastery. With the release of New Healer and Endwalker, I thought we could have some interesting changes in the way the role plays compared to others. Although Sage is a step in the right direction, I feel like we're becoming a spam one offensive button roll and occasionally throw a heal. Why can't we have offensive combos like every other role in the game?
This question's not getting answered, by the way. Just putting it out there right now. Also, I actually think they've addressed this before, and I think they said something about not making healers more complicated to DPS with again. Like, I think, like, energy drain is already, like, the limit of complexity that they want. Like, having a weave. Oh my god. So, yeah, again, good question. Not gonna get answered. I will be happy if they do, but I don't think they will.
Shit. Can the UI team consider to improve the map UI feature? Currently, one can only toggle all icons text on or off. Some of my new player friends were overwhelmed starting the game and can't use the map properly due to so many icons on the map. Can the okay, that's good. That's good. Do they not have that in this game? Oh. It's either all or nothing. So this person's talking about, you know, what if you don't want to see fates, right? What if you're doing the story like I am?
I'd take this for side quests to remove
Okay,
them.
I'll turn that shit off, man. Or all these useless fucking quests like this shit. You turn all that shit off too. Male Vieira names. Unlike female Vieira, male Vieira appear to have different naming conventions, but the official post about them wasn't updated. Their last name seemed to follow strict patterns with only 2 options before hyphen and 6 option. What the
You know what the worst part is, chat? This is the kind of question that will get answered thoroughly.
fuck am I reading? What does this mean regarding first
Like,
names?
I hate
They
to be
seem
so like
barely
pessimistic or
Next
cynical,
one!
but
With
like,
the
my
Imperium
god.
Housing District coming in 6.1. Does that mean we will also get Ishgardian style furnishing to go with it, such as furnishings we see in Forteps? Man, okay, that you know what? That's a good question. You know, what if you're trying to match your furnishing with your house? You know what I'm saying? You know, I feel like this is a good question. I like that question. Are there any plans to add more vibrant colors to some of the duller ones, like purple and orange? Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm passionate about this. All right, one of my favorite colors, chat. Like, it's obvious I love black and gold, but one of my favorite colors is purple, and there's not a single decent purple in this fucking game. Like, the metallic one sucks dick. You look so fucking cheap and tacky. Like, you look like a fucking poorly dyed sex toy, right? We need a better fucking. We need a better fucking. Purple. Abyssal blue is okay. Yeah, like, abyssal blue is alright. Like, it's, you know, it's purple-ish. But for the most part, they're fucking bad. And orange is another one. Like, the metallic orange is shit. Like, they did add some recently, right? There was that ruby red one. That ruby red one's really good. And the gunmetal black, that's quite good. The colibri pink, like they're like the really sharp ones. Like, they look really cool, man. But yeah, better purple, please.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Dragoon blue,
It's
yeah.
not exactly important, but it's fair.
First and foremost, I want to thank you for your great efforts. My actual question is regarding to previous expansion content, particularly around Reborn. To elaborate, as it is usually said, potency creep and ability pruning have up to a degree hurt the experience of those segments of the game. With that, all I want to ask, have you considered further leveraging the potency traits and up... Oh my fucking god, dude.
No one cares about a Realm Reborn, man.
Thank you for adding Reaper Job that draws on darker...
Oh no, like, it's a fair point, but like, who really cares? Can you imagine a world where we go back to like getting in a Realm Reborn dungeon in a roulette, and that dungeon then now taking fucking 20 minutes? Can you imagine? Like, people would just never fucking do roulettes ever again. They'd be so fucking mad. Like, the way it is now, like, yeah, it's kind of fucking weird, and it kind of fucks up a new player experience. But, bro. You might as well just leave it at this point, otherwise even less people are gonna do it.
Powers, would you be open in the future to consider a caster along these lines, like a Void Mage or Necromancer, or even a Time Mage, which uses... Okay, we ain't getting no fucking Time Mage. Everybody in chat right now, we ain't getting no fucking Time Mage. We ain't getting no fucking Time Mage because we already got one. Yeah, that's right. We already got one. You know what it's supposed to be? It's supposed to be Astrologian. That's supposed to be the Time Mage.
Yeah,
that's right.
Astro.
Yeah, you can be the bearer of bad fucking news. Yeah, but that's what Astro was originally designed for. All that shit. With
It's
the
now
time
it's now
stasis and all that
RNG
crap.
mage.
Yeah, but that'd be kind of cool though to get like a Necro or something in.
Woo!
Are we getting 3 ultimates this time? Yoshida said, holy fucking shit. Holy fucking shit. Holy fucking shit.
Damn!
I want to see the chat just full of copium right now. Every single fucking one of you. Because that question is the most copium-fueled question I have ever seen. Oh my god. Look, man. Look, we're going to get Dragon Song. And then we're going to get one more. Even that might be copium. That's it, dude. That's it.
Yoshida said we get 2 ultimates per expansion. Does this include Dragon Song War? That was delayed. I'm going to like this. And then I'm going to unlike it. Then I'm going to like it again just so I can say I've liked it twice. Then I'm going to unlike it a 3rd time.
All right,
Just so
Xeno's
I'm
on
gonna like it a
copium
3rd
too.
time because hopefully 3 likes will mean 3
Pass me what
fucking
you're
ultimates,
having.
brother. I'm backing you on this. Is there a play implement more veteran rewards? Ooh, I don't know about that, brother. Man, most people don't even know what the fuck a veteran reward is, man. They took all that shit out. Can you detail your plans for character customization and graphics engine upgrades now that a new chapter is beginning, given your ambition for it to last another 10 years? This is a pretty good question because he brought up another last 10 years. Like, what the fuck? You gonna keep this shit? Is this game gonna look like WoW does now? You know what I mean? Like, in 10 years from now, are we gonna
not gonna
like
get
looking
answered,
at this and
but
it's gonna be
good
the
question.
same shit ass vomit, miserable pile of shit equivalency? Like, it's just gonna be an eyesore when used for glamour. Is there any chance you could remove? Yeah, that's pretty good, dude. Is there a revamp in the character
so. I think coding is going to be like, nah.
Slated for the near future. Current customization feels very dated and restricted. This is true. I would love to be able to use male Vieira body and face with Ella's and ears, for example.
All right, look, I respect the effort, but like you realize this game is like very lore and story driven, right? Like that is never gonna happen. There's this great thing called text tools. Maybe you should try using that instead. Might be a good idea.
But then it's like I guess it's not bad. Okay, here's my issue with this. Once you start down this road, you end up where like Ion is. You have people with like massive heads and tiny bodies and like stupid ears, and you have shit like that. So I don't think that's a good idea. If we give Blitzball and Gold Saucer, can you give it an easy mode? I was... yeah.
Oh, fucking Christ, man. Oh.
Yeah. You can't even fault, dude. You can't even fault this person. They're just like, look, I want to play, but I'm horrible at it. Just put an easy mode, please.
At least they admit they're bad, and it's not like the game's fault. Like, thank God.
How good I am. I just want to play the game. I'm liking this. For anybody wanting to do this, let me tell you how to win in Blitzball, okay? You go around, you recruit brother. He's like Riku's brother. He's literally Riku's brother. He's got a crush on Yuno, okay? You recruit him. He's the best Blitzball player because he's the fastest in the game. You score 1 time. You give the ball to Titus. You do the Jex shot. You score 1 time, then you pass the ball to brother, and you run around in a circle in the arena until the time runs out. That's the fastest way to do it, okay? One particular thing I found a bit frustrating is the chest size slider for female models doesn't allow for a flat chest. Even at 0, they're still noticeable in a lot of glams. Unless you're playing Lalafell, I guess. Is there any chance at all the range of the slider could be expanded to allow for an actually flat chest on females model? I would greatly...
The problem with this is at this point they'd have to remodel so much shit. Like, you know, it's just not gonna happen because of the amount of work that would take.
Appreciate it. Is there like an anti-booba emote where the eyes like go into the frog's head? Greetings, since we have rescued the Garlean Empire and Endwalker, will we ever get the Garlean Legatus, Centaurian, and Imperial Guard armors? Okay. And will we ever get the Garlean Gunblade and the Scientist Coat? Okay.
I remember when I was new to the game, and I saw Livia for the first time. You know, the white Power Ranger, and then like Nero was the red one, etc. I really wanted that armor. I was like, shit, dude. Then I found you could just get her mount on the fucking Mog Station. I was like, great, dude. Guess that's not happening.
Okay. Are there any plans to add more simple accessories like the red ribbon?
Not even dyeable, by the
Can be
way.
used together with your natural
One
hair
flat
or dyeable
color.
ribbon. It's really cute. Glamour dresser and plates. When will there be additions to the number of glamour plates? 2 new classes were added, but no additional plates were added. At least 1 per class would be nice. Thank you.
They said way back in a Stormblood Q&A that they were gonna add more. They then added 5. There was still more classes than that in the game at that point. Where the fuck is it?
Man, you know what? I want to ask a question. Are there any plans to revert Warriors' inner release 2% base
I-
damage like it was at the beginning.
He's on copium.
Of
There it is.
Storm Blood. Warrior is the only tank you have to meld differently for, and also cannot take advantage of raid buffs like chain stratagem, battle litany, battle voice, bard songs. This is because
Did he just
inner
post like a billion
release
times?
is 100% crit direct hit and not damage. Post quick reply.
Ding dong. Another question.
Are there any plans to change Warrior's inner release
Oh my
so
God.
it does not consume stacks on abilities that are not
Oh my
Bell,
God,
Cleave, and Decimate? Right now, any ability will consume a stack,
Holy
unlike
shit, dude.
how Delirium works. With Delirium, you can activate it and use your basic
It's so sarcastic.
Soul Eater combo, and it doesn't take any stacks. This would be nice if inner release worked the same way. Post quick reply. I have another one. Are there any plans to allow you to keybind inner chaos?
Oh my God.
Sometimes I don't want to use inner chaos when
Oh,
I
man.
use infuriate because I want to save it for raid buffs, and I would rather use a
You know,
fell
like none of
cleave
these are getting answered.
instead, while also keeping my nascent chaos buff to use at a later time. Are there any plans to change?
Yeah, I can't believe it
Living
lets you just
Dead?
spam
Right
reply.
now, it's
Why doesn't the
the
forum
only
stop you from doing
embalm
this?
that you can die from by not being healed? Are there any plans to change blood weapon? Right now, it is on a duration and would be much better, I think,
This guy,
on
man,
a
he's
stack
getting
system
banned.
like
Probably not.
inner release and delirium.
Oh, did other
Is
people do
there
this
any
too? Okay.
plans to increase no mercy?
lazy.
Right now, it's only 20 seconds, but you added a GCD to the
This shit reminds me of like, would you kindly from BioShock, dude? Just, are there any plans?
buff window and another cartridge. So this means during No Mercy and Bloodfest activations, you can't fit in your whole burst. That's it for the next media tour, I guess. Those are all my questions, man. What the fuck, dude? I'm like machine gunning these questions. Any possibility
Speaking of
adding
machine
a similar
guns.
poker, blackjack, or any other card-based minigames for Gold Saucer? Ooh, that's gambling. I'm gonna like it, but that's gambling. From an accessibility standpoint, I found certain content in 14 more difficult to play lately. From the gold on gold in the final zone of dead ends, to heavy bright effects, movie backgrounds, motion blur in the final day. And of course, to the currently infamous third circle of pandemonium, which is all orange, orange, and more orange.
Like, I at first I thought this person, like, I zoned in at like I found certain content more difficult to play. And I thought, like, man, what are they about to say? Then I, like, read the first bit. I'm like, oh, okay. Makes sense, yeah. Good
While
question.
these are only examples. Will
Good
there be any plans to
question.
adjust any of the content, particularly P3, to be more visually accessible?
I mean, the dude's a clown, but he's kind of got a point.
Can
Yeah.
you speak in detail about the difficulties with adding hair to Vieira and Hrothgar? Many players would like to better understand the challenges that you face.
Here we go! Not getting answered, though.
Like that. As someone who has played since
They took
2013,
3 years
has a
to
full
answer
suite
it
of
the
90
first
crafters,
time.
but it's still not finished Stormblood. What?
When
As
they
I
conveniently
like to
added
take the
more.
story very slowly and
Finally.
stretch it out. Why did you lock the Master Book 9 behind the MSQ when previous books weren't? It's forcing people to rush the story just to craft.
I don't know about this one, Chief.
Will Rama, Leviathan, or Alexander be added to Summoner in the future? Good question. Hi there. Congratulations on Endwalker launch. It's been an incredible end to a saga. I just wanted to ask if the team was planning to release shiny Titania weapons. Okay. New weapons. New glam. Even with the addition of Sage and healers
Probably
being
yes.
stronger than ever, there is a shortage of healers in Duty Finder. What? Players seem to be leaving the role because it's not fun to play anymore. Does he mean ranged DPS? A lack of incoming damage, and now with tanks being able to heal themselves much more easily, healers feel they have very little to do.
This is at like 180 pages now. I checked earlier. In fact,
I would like to know the reasoning.
I even have the fucking thing open. Because someone linked it to me. Yeah, we're at 178 pages now. It's quite a lot.
Behind this design. If healing is meant to be trivial and healers can have more complex DPS rotations, what is the dev's concept of fun healer gameplay? Holy shit. Holy shit.
God
I'm
damn.
liking this. Absolutely.
They won't
14 is now
answer
up
it,
to
though.
19 battle jobs. Do you feel you're approaching the limit
Unfortunately.
on how many jobs you can maintain? Several jobs do not learn their crucial actions and traits until the very high levels. This can make it awkward, boring, or frustrating to play those jobs when synced down or while leveling. Would you consider reshuffling the levels at which jobs are new actions so the jobs can have access to important skills sooner?
I mean, I don't think the person's wrong.
But I think it's one of those things where it's just like, that's why leveling sucks. You know what? I'm going to like this. You know why I'm going to like this? Because a Dark Knight still in level 70 content cannot fucking AoE and cannot even use Dark Missionary in level 70 content. Jesus fucking Christ, dude. My question is...
My issue, like, it's a good question, but I think, like, the answer's just going to be mostly, like, a balance thing. Like, that's why traits exist. It's for balance reasons. So old content doesn't get... Oh, wait! Old content gets fucking mowed down already! It's like they're just delaying the inevitable. Like, I don't really know what the solution to it is. But, like, I think it's mostly a balance thing. But balance at lower levels is long fucked already, so...
There have been many complaints about how simple the job has become, probably the simplest job out of all 19 current jobs. Do you have any plans to add a few more abilities, summons, etc. during this expansion, or will we have to wait until 7.0? Oh my god, this guy thinks that he's guaranteed to get new abilities in 7.0. This motherfucker has obviously never played a fucking Dark Knight. Omega lol, dude. Let me tell you, brother, you're not guaranteed to get shit on the new expansion. You think that there's
Even
new
if you do,
expansion,
you
you're
might
gonna
just
get shit?
lose
You think
old
that just
abilities.
because there's a big expansion coming out that your fucking job's gonna get shit?
There's no guarantee, brother.
Live letter questions. Is there a bigger update for fates planned? For example, more different types of fates and more rewards and more interesting rewards for the bicolored stones. Yo, that's good. You know what? I want to talk about this just for a second because fates could be really fucking badass. There was a game, some of you may have played it. It was called a Rift. They had fates in that game that were fucking badass. They were awesome. They were actually, so basically you took a fate and you had different elements. You had different mechanics. You had boss fates. It was fucking amazing, okay? So they could make fates way better. What if, like, fates had, like, you know, fucking mechanics and that could kill you and shit? Wouldn't that be badass? I think that'd be pretty cool. When will we be able...
As an addendum to that, like, my follow-up question would be, when are you gonna start using something other than fucking fates for every bit of, like, new instance content you put in the game? Obviously, I wouldn't ask it like that. You know, I'm just being abrasive. But, like, they need, I've said this before, they need to stop this. They need to stop, like, doing Bozia and Eureka and just filling it with fucking fates. If you're not gonna make them interesting, it's just a very, very, very tired system. It's fine to be where it is in the open world, there's no issue with that. And I would argue, fates that do kill you and shit do exist. They're called the big special fates, you know, the ones that give you currency and stuff. Like, Odin still wipes the floor with people, for instance, and that's a Realm Reborn fate. Like, I think that already does exist. But they need to stop using fates in literally everything. Like, they've got to change it up a bit. Like, please. C's and NMs were cool. They were different, slightly. But it's still the same concept. Yeah, like some fates are obviously more fun than others, and you know, maybe that makes people think, oh, this is actually okay. But the fact is, like, it's getting lazy.
Able to remain inside a house apartment when coming back out of a duty or logging back into the game. It makes RP annoying when you always get kicked out in the garden if you DC or get AFK kicked, and makes housing essentially non-functional. Non-functional outside of decoration. Being able to chill inside your FC house instead of the ward outside would be so much nicer. Also, being able to log out in your house bed and log back inside of it like the inn. This guy's too deep
it's
in
kind
the
of
thing.
like a
You know what? But I respect the
non-question,
passion.
but like,
Dungeon content.
I guess
Hello,
I
want to take the time
understand
to
it.
ask you that you're planning with dungeons going forward. I remember in Heaven's Ward that every patch came 2 dungeons, which I understand could be overwhelming. In Stormblood, every patch got at least 1 dungeon, while every other patch had a 2nd dungeon available. In Shadowbringers, it felt really lacking in that respect, considering the expert roulette during all of Shadowbringers felt really repetitive. Thank you. You know what? I have a question. Are there...
Good question. I assume like maybe COVID had an effect on this, but like, I don't know if more dungeons is really the answer anymore. Like, dungeons just need to be fucking more, like, they need to be more exciting overall. Like, they're so formulaic and boring right now. Like, it's just so samey. The framework is just so predictable. Don't know, man. Like, asking questions about dungeons is good. But I feel like there's a lot of questions that need to be asked about dungeons.
Are there any plans to release Savage Mode dungeons? I think high level for
They've been asked about this a lot.
Would be really fun. Can we please have a paper airplane cosmetic? Yes.
Oh my god.
Are there going to be any adjustments to dark? Ooh. Are there going to be any adjustments to Dark Knight this expansion?
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
I'm sweating. Specifically regarding Living Dead or Blood Weapon, it would mean a lot if you said anything about Dark Knight at all. A lot of people are very unhappy with it. Mod him, gift him a sub. VIP him, gift him another sub.
What do you think their opinion on FF logs is? I wonder. We tolerate it because it means we actually have raiders in our game. That's about it. Yeah, I don't like... The PR response would be something along the lines of, you know, their talks about ACT before. I would imagine they're probably okay with it. But, you know, like they're not allowed to say that. But, you know, you're not gonna get like a good answer. Like, what are you expecting him to say? Oh yeah, I pass every day.
Sheesh. You want to speak on that, Mr. 98th percentile, or whatever the fuck high parse?
Oh yeah,
you
this
got?
was his passes in verse.
Huh?
People
Because
found
we know
them.
you'd be using it, man. We know. We already know.
Which is pretty funny.
I was wondering if you and other members of the 14 development team have looked into adding a practice mode option for high-end content, where a party could practice certain sections of a fight without having to do it over again.
What the fuck is that?
What the fuck is that?
Yes, that defeats the purpose of prog, 100%. What do you mean? I don't even need to say anything. I don't even need to explain why that's a stupid question.
From the start? If not, could you please explain why such a feature won't be implemented? Okay, now, I think that this is actually good, and I will explain why, and I will explain how it could be implemented in a fair way, but I am going to like it. It obviously is not going to be fair the second that it comes out. You don't want that in the game. There is a sense of accomplishment when you go that long in the fight. You need to be able to do it, okay? However, after X amount of time has passed, who gives a flying fuck anymore? Who cares?
I guess.
If they cared,
Maybe.
then UCOB's DPS check wouldn't be non-existent. In my opinion, I think that it's possible for them to implement this feature if they chose to. The only way that I personally would find it fair is if they added it at a time where nobody gave a shit anyway. Let me give you an example. Let's say you were trying to practice light rampant. Would anybody in this chat give a flying fuck if a group that was just simply trying to prog Shiva for fun actually used a feature like that to practice Dragon Song War to speed up their progression? Because me, I do not give a shit. I think that they could implement this and it would actually work. I really like the idea.
Alright, so like, memes aside, I guess, but it needs to be strictly for old content only. Alright? And most people just do that shit on sync anyway. I mean, I guess earlier on in the expansion you can't, right? So say we get the next tier, people could then have it for Asphodelos. Asphodelos, I don't know how the fuck you say it. So, like, yes, maybe. But, like, I really wish that was in the question. Because the way that question is worded is just, I can't be bothered to, like, get consistent or better at the game. Please let me practice mechanics so I can do it. Guess how you practice mechanics? You get there and you wipe over and over like everybody else. So like Xeno's point isn't bad. The question is terrible, if that makes sense.
Of duels in Bajan. The problem was only in the difficulty of participation. Do you have plans to, yeah, the duels were very annoying for a lot of people. I don't care about the duels. It wasn't my thing, but I know a lot of people were frustrated. How was the color scheme and design approved for P3 Savage? And is there any chance it will be tweaked in the future? In previous fights, there have always been complaints when we are met with a fight with a lot of orange on orange, especially due to the AoE indicators being hard to see mostly from colorblind community. But the color scheme for Phoenix is next level and causes so many issues for so many people who aren't even colorblind. Red boss on orange floor with orange environment with orange tells on top of orange AoE markers and excessive orange and excessively bright enemy battle effects.
Yeah.
The difficulty in this fight isn't the mechanics. It's being able to see what the fuck is going on without finishing a raid night with an excessive headache due to the visual impact of the fight. Modem. Is job damn...
Honestly, yeah. And like, again, P3S isn't the first time that they fucked this up. They do this every so often. P3S is just more egregious because it's actually like hard to look at sometimes. Like, for example, like they did this of E8S, of like the cleanse puddles on the floor, like less of a problem. But then you have like the wipes of Light Rampant and Dragon Song where just everything fucking blows up in your face. Like you're just flashbanged. I feel like I'm playing CSGO for a second. Like, but that's the same problem in a different way. Then there's like E12S. Where E12S, like, it's just hard to see shit on the arena. Like, Soil or Asylum on that arena, really hard to see. And, you know, I generally have quite good eyesight, close, like, proximity at least. My far sight isn't as good as it used to be, but, yeah. But, like, P3S is just such an egregious example of all of these issues, and I don't understand how that got through fucking Q&A. Or QA, sorry. It's bad. Like, it's not impossible, but it's bad.
Damage balanced by ease of use ability to keep uptime, and are abilities like Living Dead or Searing Light that are really annoying to use kept in the game for flavor reasons. That's good.
Yeah.
The answer to this person's question is absolutely yes, because Yoshi-P told me this himself when I interviewed him on the Shadowbringers media tour. Are any plans reworking certain Dark Knight abilities such as Blood Weapon, Living Dead, or the Blackest Night?
Hopefully they do
Modded
address
in the
this
sub
because like it's been
VIP.
asked quite a
Given recent
lot.
balance changes
I hope
in the
they
job,
like tally
being
these
satisfied
things.
with the mechanics of each job. But we'll be seeing any major changes to certain jobs anytime soon. Why can't I see the sun?
Yo, you know what? This is actually this. No. Hold on. No, I agree with this person. Where is the sun supposed to be when you are on the moon? That's true. The shadows in the environment suggest that the light source is behind Bestaway Burrows. I don't know where that is, but there is no light source, the sun, in the skybox at the correct angle. Also, while standing on the moon, you can watch the day and night cycle on the planet below, suggesting that the planet is rotating with the light being cast from an invisible sun somewhere in the skybox. Yes. Every time I go to the fucking moon, man, I'm like, where the fuck is the sun? Okay, look, I'm a space nerd. I like that shit. I like black holes. I like pulsars. I like galaxies. I like stars. I like all that shit.
Space,
where
man,
the
is cool.
fuck is the sun?
Flat Earth, brother. When will Hrothgar and Vieira be able to wear hats? Ooh.
All right. Reaction over. That's it. We had some good questions.
You got through. We went to page 69. Nice. Yeah, I mean, like that last question, like, you know, it's not exactly a bad question. It's just a this doesn't matter question, you know. But different strokes for different folks, I guess. That was good though. Some good questions, some bad. Yeah. I guess we'll see what happens. We'll see like how much attention they pay to like actual decent questions being asked. We'll see.